So we're gonna be doing something a little different today. We're actually doing a lawn consultation for a guy who requested one here in the Minneapolis area. I've done a few of these over Zoom and they go pretty well. This is gonna be my first one in person. So this is gonna make things a lot easier to diagnose what's going on, seeing what kind of issues he's dealing with, see what his goals are. Seeing things in person compared to over the internet with pictures and people describing it can be somewhat difficult. But here I think we're gonna really get an up close picture with it. I'm gonna bring you guys along with the journey and kind of talk with Mark and show you kind of what I look for when I'm going to diagnose a lawn. The time difference it takes to make like these vlogs compared to the regular videos on my main channel is like astronomical. Like one of these vlog videos takes me maybe 3 hours of editing. The main channel, one single video can take 40 to 80 hours to edit. It's just insane. And that's why I'm like doing these vlog things a little better. I don't have to stick to a script, I can just talk. The editing's way easier because I'm not trying to keep retention and fill it with wall-to-wall B-roll. Just makes things so much easier. And this style is just a lot more fun for me to do. I can be myself a little more and just be relaxed. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. So it's been a fresh of breath air to do this vlogging channel, to be honest with you. And I get a lot more interaction from you guys. Like on the main channel, you'll get 200,000 to 1 million views and you just don't have that personal connection, I don't feel like, with people in the comments. Sure, there's some comments that are good, but I feel like just a lot more personal on this vlog channel already. Just like it a lot more. So I appreciate you guys commenting. I appreciate you guys interacting and watching the videos. Like even the thumbnails on my main channel, there is so much thought and work that goes into making a thumbnail and title on that channel. It's insane. And now on this vlogging channel, I'm throwing something together in 5 minutes and calling it good. I'm not overthinking anything and just makes things so much less stressful. You wouldn't believe how much stress goes into YouTube, man. Probably make it more stressful than I need to, but that's because I put so much time and energy into the videos that I want it to succeed. I don't just drop videos to drop videos. I actually do thousands of hours of research on the YouTube algorithm, how things work. And even doing all that research, you still don't know 100% if something's gonna work or not. It's all educated guesses, but at least I know semi-process of what works. I mean, some of these people, they make videos and they complain about views, but they don't put in the work to actually figure out what works and what doesn't. Sorry, that's my little tangent for the day on YouTube. You get out what you put in, man, to be honest. If you just wanna throw together a video and not really put any thought into it, not script it, I mean, sure, you might get lucky and one might pop off, but for the most part, you're not gonna get those crazy big videos. If you actually take the time and put them into the videos, chance of success is so much higher. How's it going? Good to meet you.
Same here, same here. Yeah.
So this is it, huh?
So this is it. And the problem I'm having, if you look close, when they put in this sod last fall, there's too many gaps. Yeah. And so I'm thinking about calling it out and saying, you know, you have to take this whole thing up and replace it. But I figured before I do that, I would get your opinion. This would fill in.
You said this is 100% Kentucky bluegrass? It will fill in. Do you have irrigation? Okay, good. So the first thing I noticed when I drove up,
Yep.
over here, like all the dog pee spots over here, do you see how dark green they are? Right now, I'm guessing you don't have enough nitrogen on it.
Okay.
So you kind of, when dogs pee like that, if your grass is lighter than the dog pee, you're probably behind a little bit. Kentucky bluegrass is a nitrogen hog. I don't know if you've watched like all my videos or a bunch of them. I know I say like don't fertilize a lot in the spring, use slow release fertilizer. That's true if you're kind of caught up with everything. If you're behind on fertilizer, it's hungry.
Should I get a soil pad?
Yeah, sure. And we can just take a walk around and see any other issues that you're having.
Yeah, well that's it.
Well, that's the main thing.
Yeah, wanted to ask you about fertilizer.
Okay.
Because I noticed that as well. But
Yep.
this is new sod, so they were saying no, you don't fertilize for the first year, and I was like,
First year? That don't sound right. At first when I pulled up, I thought there were mow marks, but then I remembered, yeah, you said you got new sod. Yeah, you can tell it's just really thin. It needs some nitrogen. But yeah, when they put these down, that's kind of ridiculous. That's too much. And they're just trying to go as fast as possible.
yeah, well, yeah, it was at the end of the season. They wanted to get it in. Yeah. So
I was gonna show you some stuff down here just so you can see how it is gonna fill in over time. Obviously these spots are getting hit with nitrogen pretty well. You see where they actually peed on a crack. So here I started pulling some stuff out, but it's filling in a little bit. And this is what you're gonna get. It's not gonna be an overnight thing by any means. So I would say it's gonna take, for everything to fill in where you don't notice the lines anymore, it's probably gonna take a good, probably a year. I mean, this is one heavy dose of nitrogen here. If you did that like 4 or 5 times over the year, I mean, it's gonna fill in. So I guess the thing for you is, do you have the patience to do that and wanna wait? If you don't, then you can call them and see what you can do. But otherwise, it will fill in eventually. They just did a piss poor job. Like I said, don't worry about this video. This is just something I'm doing for fun on a different channel. Like this, I only have a couple hundred subscribers. I only get a couple thousand views per video. It's more to keep my sanity from the overproduced stuff where I'm talking like a robot and I can't really be myself.
Well, I think, man, I love your videos. You and then this guy, is it Noor?
Ryan Noor, yeah.
Is he pretty good, his advice?
Yeah, he is very sound. Definitely take his advice. If there's something in there that sparks your interest or relates with you. He's in Iowa, so his weather is just like ours. His is a little warmer. And his baby, he likes perennial ryegrass, which I'm a Kentucky bluegrass guy.
Yeah, man. Same here. I mean, I grew up in Ohio, so.
Okay.
You want to have a seat?
Oh, sure. I can just sit next to you. I mean, my wife does work full time, so I mean, that is even more work. It's just juggling kids around daycare, and now we have sports going on. So 3 boys, so now it's all sports right now. I have t-ball on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time to do everything.
But I'll tell you this, man, Jesse, before you know it, now, my youngest, my son, is getting his PhD at Cornell.
Nice.
In botany.
Wow.
So yeah, he's into plants. And then my daughter's a flight attendant, so that's that day I called you to say I had to, because sometimes she just picks up flights. And
yep.
then I gotta, and I just take her and spend some time with her, because she still stays here. But yeah, it's before you know it, they'll be grown. And I look back at times and say, man, I missed out on this moment or that moment. So I do have regrets. But so I can identify with you.
Yeah, almost everyone I talk to that has kids and they're older now, everyone says time flies, and I'm already feeling it. I feel like the older you get, the faster time goes. It's just crazy. Like my oldest is 6 now, and that's already snap of a finger. Next thing you know, he's gonna be driving and then he's gonna be moving out. So I try to cherish the little things, as frustrating as it gets sometimes. But yeah, it's also tough. I'm right on the brink of maybe quitting my full-time job and doing this.
Okay, it sounds like what I ended up doing.
Really?
Yeah, I realized that corporate wasn't for me, and what my passion was teaching. And so I put the word out to the universities, and St. Thomas ended up hiring me full time, and they still allow me to teach part time at these other smaller universities.
So you still, to this day, still teach a little bit, or no?
No, I haven't taught since 2017. After a while I got this, it seems like the environment changed in terms of students' entitlement, feeling that they wanted the grades, but they wanted to do the work.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm hard work. I don't mind doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you expect others to do the same way. You want to learn this stuff, man, you gotta get down into it, roll up your sleeves. And they didn't want to. So after a while, I just said, you know what?
Yeah, you know when it's time. Yeah. I feel like that the whole world's kind of changing into that entitlement thing, and yeah, I mean just America in general. It's just
that's exactly it. I'm afraid, man.
And it seems like American culture is everything's expected to be put on a silver platter for you. Yeah. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. This is the cool thing about lawn care too. I talk about this in one of my old videos. Is you get to have these type of conversations that with people you would never talk to in a million years, and it all starts with grass. It's pretty wild. So I'm fortunate to have the following I got, and kind of got lucky in a way, and it's fun, man. I don't take it for granted.
Well, can I say this? It's unsolicited advice, but I see a lot of me in you. And if this is your passion, I tell my kids, follow your passion, the money will follow. But even if you go after the money first and you're unhappy, what's the use of it? You know, it's all. But you follow your passion, and it's not work anymore. It's something that you love doing. And I've seen the professionalism of your videos and the advice that you give. Man, I would expect you to have a great following and make some real decent money. So doing it.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's getting there. It's not quite up to my full-time job money, which is what I'm kind of waiting for, is getting close to that, and then I can jump off. My wife's loving the double dipping right now, though. She's loving the dual income, but she knows it's not sustainable. Especially in the summers when we want to have fun with the kids, you know. There's just no time. So I appreciate that advice, and yeah.
All right, Justin, sir, I appreciate you coming down here.
That's why I love lawn care. It's just, you never know who you're gonna meet. Just crazy, and getting great life advice from a guy that's been through it, has the same passion as me. Sounds like he took the same road as me. Just so cool. Can't take this stuff for granted, man. But it sounds like Mark is gonna ask that company to come out and resod. He had it done 20 years ago, and he said it was night and day difference of how well it was put down. So we'll see how that goes. But what a cool dude. I'm so glad he hit me up. So we'll check back in, I don't know, 2 weeks or a month and see the progress. I told him to let me know what the sod company says. I have a hard time believing that they're gonna come out and redo everything, but we'll see what happens. I hope that they actually do, because it sounds like he is just not very satisfied at all. It's only been a few days since we made that last video, and it's already looking a lot better. I didn't put down any more fert yet. I mean, look at that color. The neighbors across the street, their grass is super dark, and now mine looks darker at this angle. Mine's more like of a forest green. Theirs is more, I don't know what kind of green I would call it. It's just a little lighter. Like even the pea spots look like they're catching up. So maybe this earthworks is starting to do a little better. It's been a lot warmer. I know those organic fertilizers need warmer weather. Here are the test plots. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see what's going on, but that first one is kicking butt. You can see that clear as day, I think, right here. Right there. That strip. I'm gonna put down one more application, but I think that is the clear winner for these test plots. 3 looks okay in some spots right here. Like right here. I don't know why it doesn't look very good there, and then right here is 3 also. So these are both 3. Just looks, I don't know, weak in the middle there. You can definitely tell where 1 is though. Clear winner in my opinion. It's actually doing better than the earthworks. That is definitely darker than the earthworks. But I'm confident the earthworks is finally starting to work a little bit. It just needs some heat. Finally warming up. All right, we're done messing around. We're gonna go with the tried and true, what I know works, and we're gonna get this thing to spread, fill in, and actually look good. Match those pea spots, that same color green. So we're just gonna go with ammonium sulfate, 2100. Here we go. I'm gonna put down about 0.7 pounds of nitrogen, which is a decent amount. I wouldn't recommend most people do this in the spring, but I really want this to fill in. Now can I have an idea of what I'm doing with how much I'm putting down and what to do after this and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna put this down, gonna get a deep dark green, and we're gonna have to mow very soon. All right, let's do it. Let's not spill this, because if I do, I'm gonna burn the lawn. So I'm gonna be careful. See, when the sun's down, it doesn't really look that bad. It actually looks really good. Not over there, but yeah. I might regret putting this much fert down, but we will fill this thing in. You can really see where this test plot area is. Man, you can just tell right there, that first one. Super deep dark green. The other ones are catching up now a little bit, but man, you can just tell right where I went. Whew, that's dark. All right, I need to work on my vlogging skills when it comes to interviewing people, but it'll come with time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you next time.